Hello everyone, welcome again to Cynthia's Culinary Corner and into my home. I want to tell everybody hello, especially happy healthy valley. Today we're going to be celebrating the hot sun, the summer, and also trying to remember what I've talked about before, the benefits of vitamin D. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be making a really fresh summer pie. It's going to have pineapple in it. But first of all, what I want to show you is we're going to be putting together the graham cracker crust that I showed you a few segments ago. A few weeks ago, and the segment was called Cynthia's Cream Cheese Dulce de Leche Delight. I'm not going to make it again because you can always go back to that, but I am going to review the ingredients and the process, and then we'll take it from there, okay? First of all, we use 1 1/4 cup of graham cracker crumbs. Then I like to put vanilla. I like to use vanilla bean or Mexican vanilla, which is my favorite, and Madagascar vanilla. But you can use any vanilla you want. Now this is not in the recipe, but I love to add this because it gives the crust a lot of flavor. I use a tablespoon. You can use what you like, but you can't go wrong with the tablespoon. Also, I use dark brown sugar, as I've mentioned before. The recipe calls for granulated sugar. That's white sugar. You can use that, but I love the dark brown sugar. Why? Because it's moist and it has a lot of flavor, and it's also water soluble, so it's going to attract more moisture. So when you cut into that crust, it's just going to hold together and have that nice texture. Then what I like to also add that's not in the recipe, it's my secret, I like to roast crushed pecans. I like to use about 1/3 cup. You can use a little less. You can change the nuts that you like. I just like a little bit of nuttiness to the graham cracker. It's going to add to the overall flavor. Butter. You got to use butter. Unsalted butter whenever we're baking, because we don't want to add more salt than what we need. But my favorite type of butter to use, if you can get it, they do have them at the stores, it's European butter. European butter. Why? Because the European butter is churned longer. It's a longer process, therefore it's going to have more butter fat. It's going to be softer. The texture is just going to be really light on the palate. So once we're done with that, I'm going to show you the finished product. Here is a graham cracker crust. Now before you pour the crust in here, we need to put like a non-baking spray. Okay, we can just X it out, or we can just put it all around. We put it in the oven for 350 for about 7 minutes. So now we have this already done. Look how nice, you can see the nuts in there. And now we're gonna go into the filling. And now we're gonna finish the filling, which is so simple. That's why I love this recipe. So what we're gonna do is, I put 2 cream cheeses in here, 1 little block. I did it twice because, you know, depending how you want the pie to be, but I have a bigger pie base, so I want to fill it up. So you make sure it's soft. That means you can take it out of the refrigerator, I would say a good 30 minutes. Put it like on a light to medium so it doesn't splatter too much. And then once it's all incorporated, you can go up a notch, okay? Gonna get your fingers a little dirty, that's okay, it's fun. Now what I love about this recipe, like I said earlier, it's so simple. You can make this at home, with your children, with your family, and it doesn't take long to make. And it's fresh. I'm gonna be using pineapple. You can use the fruit of choice. Now, right now, what's in season here is mangoes. You can even use mangoes and pineapple. It's really up to you. Whatever you like, you can make it your own. So you see how it's soft? It's already whipped because I had it out for about 45 minutes. Then you add a tablespoon of vanilla, as I had mentioned. You can use any type of vanilla. I like to use vanilla bean, Mexican vanilla, or Madagascar vanilla, or whatever vanilla you have, you can use. Okay, so then you want to whip that up a little bit. Low to medium heat. And then you want to add some powdered sugar. I add about 3/4 of a cup to 2 sticks of cream cheese, and then on low you incorporate it just like that. You can already smell how good it's gonna be. And as you're doing this, you can be turning the bowl. It's just a little easier to mix everything in all together. When I do this, I have a bad habit to want to stick my finger in there and taste it. You can do that at home. Okay, now the secret ingredient is yogurt. I like to use, if I can, either vanilla yogurt, but since this is gonna have pineapple, this is pineapple yogurt. Why yogurt? Because it's gonna give the pie a light flavor, a little tartness, but not too much. The cream cheese is delicious, but it might be a little heavy. So this will just give it a nice airy flavor, really light on the palate, on the tongue, and you can just enjoy it. Okay, so we do that, and then we will mix a little bit more. Right there. And now comes the fun part. We're gonna add the pineapple. Now, one thing I wanna make sure that I let you know is, I like to use a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple. What you wanna do is you wanna drain the pineapple because you just want the fruit, the base. If you put the whole can in there, it's gonna be too watery, too thin. And we don't want that. We want it to be a nice, full flavor of whatever fruit you use. So we just pour the whole thing in there. One thing that I might not have mentioned is the pineapple is in 100% juice, okay? You can use what you like. It's up to you. Now at this point, you can mix it, fold it in a little bit like this before you use the mixer. That'll help incorporate it a little bit better. Okay. And then you can blend it just a little more. Now, if you like coconut, you can add coconut. If you like any form of nuts, you can add pecans, you can add walnuts, you can add pistachios. That would be a nice twist, a little salty twist. You could do salted pistachios, so it's really up to you. I like things a little simple sometimes, so I just love the taste of the fruit. And now, it's okay, we get things a little messy, it's fun. Now we're gonna pour our mixture in our delicious graham cracker crust that has crushed pecans in it, vanilla, dark brown sugar, European butter, all that good stuff, along with the graham cracker crumbs, right? Look at that. Doesn't that look just scrumptious? Okay, and then what you want to do is you can just, look, it was just perfect. So 2 packs of Philadelphia cream cheese and a little 6-ounce of your yogurt of choice. Now what I could do is, what would be nice is you could sprinkle it with nuts or coconut if you like. So here is our summer pie. which is ready to go. So I hope you all enjoy this segment. The recipe will be on the page. You can also follow me on YouTube. I'm on there as well. And we always have to end with a voila. See you soon. Thank you.